Follow me on all social media platforms.
Hello guys, incel here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on why I'm no longer a Christian, or a Christian, yeah. So, when I was born and everything, I grew up in the Catholic faith. So I would go to church every Saturday. I was baptized, had my first communion and confirmation in the Roman Catholic. I was still going to church when I was older, like when I was a teen and everything. I didn't stop going to church, but I just kind of lost interest in the church and everything. Like when I started realizing my life isn't changing for where I want it to be. I really wanted to stop going to church when I was like, I don't know, 12 or 13, but it didn't work like that. It can't, since my mum is a very religious person, and my family as a whole, well, maybe not all my family members, but my family is pretty religious, especially my grandmum and my mum and my granddad. They would go to the Catholic church every day. Well, yeah, they would go every day, but my granddad would go to a different one, to mine, and my uncle as well, So I started to realize when I was like, I don't know, 18, saying, no, probably was a bit younger, 17 or 16, that my life hasn't changed, I've not seen any improvements into my life, It's only now, really, when I'm focusing on myself, saying that my life has improved, and, it wasn't church that helped me, it was just myself, I didn't need God to help me get to where I am today. It's not like I'm saying Christianity is bad. They have some good points there, saying. It's not like I'm hating Christianity, saying it's not working out for me, because I've tried everything. I've been in church for like, I don't know, I'm 21 now, so for pretty much before the lockdown happened, I was still going to church. And the lockdown happened, and I saying, no, I don't go anymore, because, well, I used the COVID-19 as an excuse not to go to church, to do social distancing, which I gotta say, it's actually worked out in my favour, though. But yeah, I mean, most churches, religious organisations are like, they're like, how can I say, they're like, you, pretty much there was talk about in the church about, men doing this, how we should, work for everyone, not work for yourself, just doing so much, stuff, that is not in the interest of yourself, but for the community. And I myself, saying since society hasn't really given me the opportunity to prove myself, so why should I serve that society, If they rejected me, saying, and cast me out, so why should I'm just gonna be working for myself and my own selfish desires, I guess, It's not that I'm selfish, it's just that I'm just focusing on myself. I'm just working for myself. If let's just say if one day if I can, say if I want to help someone, I just help someone maybe if I feel like it. But I'm not gonna cut my arm and leg off to help someone. I'm not like that. You know. And yeah, it's just that religion has really completely like. I mean, if I don't know if I'll probably the same, but I mean, I don't really like religion, saying. I mean, it's not that I hate religion, but I'm kind of done with it, Both Christianity, Islam, all of them, saying. It's not really helped me, I guess, I guess there's some good parts of the church, I guess, like, if you go to, like, church service every Sunday, you might socialize with people, around the church. But me personally, I'm not really a sociable person, so that doesn't really, I don't really need that anyway. Like, because, if you go to church every Sunday, every, yeah, every Sunday, you know, you get to see your people that family and friends, say they didn't get to see on that Sunday. You know, it's pretty much like a week of it. Me personally, like I said, I don't need to go to church and see people that I don't really care about, you know. And there's no good so-called Christian girls there. There ain't no Christian girl. Most of them are hypergamous. If you're like, oh, go and look for a Christian girl. I know. I ain't been into church, and I know there ain't no Christian girl at church. Let me tell you, especially in Roman Catholic, because Roman Catholics have become very cocked, compared to other religions. Well, Christianity has just become very cocked. I mean, only pastor I can respect, I guess, is Pastor Anderson, because at least he's not gonna, at least he says what he says, and he says, then this is the rules, saying of his church, and that's, I can respect that, saying compared to all the other religions where, oh, do this, do that, saying they still lecture you about being good and virtuous, but they're doing 100 opposite, 180, saying. I mean, Pastor Anderson just says it as it is, saying this is what the Bible says, and he's following the Bible, and I agree, saying, I agree with him, saying he just follows the Bible. That's what it says in the Bible. He just follows it, saying, cover to cover, as he said in that interview of that guy. I can't remember. Some guy he was interviewing a long time ago. I think it was 2014. I can't remember. But yeah, if it says it in the Bible, you have to follow it. That's what he says, But nowadays, we can't follow the Bible, say 100%. Me personally, if I don't want to follow the Bible 100%, so yes, I guess I'm not religious, say, I guess I was born as a religion in the church, but, it hasn't really helped me out in my personal life, I've not really gained any, valuable experience, I guess. I mean, I guess I get to meet people from my, school, and stuff like that, my friends, I guess, which I have friends, I don't really have friends in the church. I just, pretty much what I do, once the church service is done, I just go home, that's it. I don't even wait for my mum anymore, I just, once I'm done, I just go home. Of course, when I was younger, and I have to wait for my mum, then she will drive me and my grandma home. She'll drop my grandma off here, then she'll drive me home, us, me and her home, But now, since I'm like, a teen, I'm not a teen anymore, but an adult now. But when I was a teen, I know. Once the church service finished, I just do, and then just go home, and just walk home, say, I've not got time to waste, here. Because once they finish, say, they'll just chat, say, I don't got no time to chat and about nonsense, so, yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how it works in my church, anyway. But since, COVID, canine virus, has spread across the globe, don't have to go to church anymore, which is great. I just sleep in, because I don't really need it, Why do I need to go to, church for? It's just a waste of time for me, anyway. So anyway, let me know what you think about this, and let me know if you are, do you go to church or not? Do you still go to church, or have you stopped going to church? So yeah, me personally, I'm not a Christian anymore, I don't know, I just don't need it, It hasn't really helped me out, And like, if God was really there, saying He would have not allowed me to suffer that I was suffering, back in 2018, 2019, I was suffering a lot, and those years, Well, probably all the way from, I would say, the 20. Well, that's when I was like on my own, pretty much on my own. But like I would say from like pretty much when I started secondary school, I've been suffering from there, you know. And yeah, So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. If you feel like you like church or not. You know, I myself, I don't really need church anymore. I hate church. Well, I don't hate church, but I just don't need it anymore. I'm just gonna focus on myself and my own life. I mean, everything's been going relatively well though in my own life without church. So you know, if you know, and and it's gonna be make me more held accountable for my actions, because I would say, well, that's what God said. I'm saying to do. Everything's all my own doing. Everything I do is my own doing. So it's not church or this person is all myself. So yeah, that's all I got to say pretty much. I got nothing else to say. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it and subscribe.